Hi, it's me. Listen, I really need to bitch about something. I guess I'll start the story from the beginning. Now, just in case you guys didn't know, I used to have T-Mobile, which I hated. There'd be days when literally I wouldn't get any phone calls or texts, and then the next day, all my texts from the day before would come all at once. It wasn't really like a prepaid plan. It kind of was, but there wasn't a contract and you paid the bill in the beginning of the month and not the end of the month. So it was kind of like a month-to-month thing. That was some time ago, and I just couldn't. I'm just so over T-Mobile. So I decided to go back on my family's plan and to get the iPhone because the iPhone's on Verizon now. So I signed up online with Verizon and I switched my old phone number and everything, but I had to wait like a couple days, 3 days or so for the phone to come in the mail. And then that night, my phone stopped working. I know what you're thinking. Obviously, it stopped working because I switched phone numbers over. But I honestly didn't think of that. Because first of all, T-Mobile has fucked up so many times, it really wasn't even that odd for my phone to literally have zero service for hours. And then the next day it still wasn't working. And again, I never canceled my plan with T-Mobile, and I figured that, my new phone wouldn't even activate until I activated it. I didn't even get it in the mail, so I figured my other phone would still be working. That's what I was thinking. So yesterday I went to the mall with Soundly Awake. We were walking around and there was a T-Mobile store, and I thought, well, I know I'm getting the iPhone tomorrow, but I might as well go in there and see why my phone isn't working because it sucks not having a cell phone even if it's only for a day. So I went in there and then the guy looked up my account, I guess, and then he got really mad at me. I mean, listen, I wasn't even rudely asking why my phone wasn't working. I was just being curious. I really didn't think it was because I switched to Verizon. It didn't even cross my mind because again, I didn't even activate this yet. I didn't even get it in the mail. Anyway, so this pipsqueak that worked in the T-Mobile store got really pissed at me. Oh my god. And then he was like, well, you're gonna get charged $200 for canceling your contract, right? And I was like, no, actually, I didn't have a contract. I was on the Even More plans. That's what they call them, Even More or Plus or something like that. And he was like, nope, you're on contract until December 2012. So surprise, you're going to get a surprise bill in the mail. It was so rude. I was just asking an innocent question and he bit my fucking head off. So when he said that, I was like, oh, well, that really sucks. I guess this kind of stuff is why I'm switching to Verizon. And then he just kept reiterating, you're going to get a surprise bill in the mail. First of all, I know what I signed up for and it's now officially canceled and I have my wonderful iPhone now, which is working great. So, any communication I get from T-Mobile in the future is being immediately thrown out. I'm not even going to bother opening it. And secondly, after that happened, I've thought of a million better comebacks. Like when he said I was going to get a surprise $200 bill in the mail, I wish I could have been like $200. That's it. I'd pay $200,000 to not be on T-Mobile anymore. Or when he said, surprise, you're getting a $200 bill, I wish I said, oh man, you ruined the surprise. This kid was so rude. This was in the T-Mobile store in Menlo, New Jersey, in case you're curious. And I have to tell you, by the way, I mean, I've had some nice people, but the experiences that I've had regarding T-Mobile and their customer service has been overwhelmingly negative. And I worked retail my entire working life. So bad customer service is actually one of my biggest pet peeves, being rude to people. Maybe this guy did this because he thought I was IRL trolling or something like that. But I wasn't. I'm just an idiot. I didn't even think of it. And that happens. Sometimes people are just stupid. I used to work for a lesser known card store in the mall, and people would come in and take a quick look around, and then they'd be like, excuse me, where's the Hallmark store? Excuse me, where's American Greetings? I swear to God. And do you think whenever that happened, I didn't want to be like, oh my god, bitch, that's the rudest question ever? No, I didn't. I answered the question. I don't know. It's your job. You answer questions. I've never, ever called the manager of a store ever to complain, but I was this close to calling and complaining about this kid. Actually, the only reason why I didn't was I don't remember his name, or I don't think I ever caught it. So now that AT&T owns T-Mobile, I hope what they do with T-Mobile is kill it with fire.